All right, yeah, con. All right, shalom, shalom. We give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you brothers pushing the word in sincerity and truth. You know, this is a quick open forum. You know, we was conversating while we were on route to camp, you know, to push this word. All right, so, you know, in the spirit, we just do the video. It's going to be like an open forum. You know, don't mind the camera. You know, we're trying to have it the best way we can have it. But we're going to go into the scriptures. All right. We want to start with John 15. John the 15th chapter. You know,
this is John 15. Verse from the top?
Yeah, started from the top. Yeah.
Verse 1. It says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman.
Okay, so this is Yahweh Shah speaking. Okay, so Yahweh Shah is the true vine, and his Father is the husbandman. All right, keep on going.
It says, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away.
See, if the Yahweh being the husbandman, all right, every branch in him that beareth not fruit, what? Yahweh, the Most High, is going to take it away. You know, if you're tilling the garden, you want everything to be producing. You know, everything to be growing, all the fruits to be growing. All right, and with Yahweh, the Most High, being that husbandman, he's going to take care of the crop of what he's tilling. You know, keep on reading.
This is verse 3. Well, no, it's still verse 2. It says, every branch of me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit.
Yeah. See, so everything in Yahweh Shah, with Yahweh Shah being the branch that bears fruit, Yahweh is going to purge it, all right, and bring it forth more. But what's not producing, he's going to get rid of it. You know.
That's right.
Keep on going.
It says, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself.
Yes. See. Can you read that back again?
God. It says, John 15, verse 4, abide in me, and I in you.
Hey, so we are to abide in Yahweh Shah. Why? Because he's the branch. All right? He's the branch. And abiding in Yahweh Shah is going to give us growth, man. All right?
It says, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me.
Yeah, so we can't do this work without Yahweh Shah. All right? We can't go off any other way to try to push Israel, you know, to try to push this word for our own belly's sake. Else we're going to be purged. You're going to be purged off, man. You're going to be paired off because you're not going to be fruitful. All right? And I don't think these guys like Sakari are seeing that, man. All right? Because we just watched a video with Sakari saying Yahweh Shah is a black identity extremist. All right? So on and so forth, man. All right? But guess what? You got to keep in mind that Yahweh, the Most High, is the husbandman. All right? And is this the will of the Father for you to do things like that, man? You know, to try to edify, man. Which, you know, Yahweh Shah didn't tell us to call him a black identity extremist.
He didn't tell us to do that. That's why it says Matthew 10 verse 16. It says, it's good. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay? Because we are supposed to be as lambs right now. You know? And dudes like him, he trying to send you to the slaughter, man. You know? Because he's telling you to claim to be black identity extremists, which those are terrorists, man.
Yeah.
You doing things such to make the ministry be blamed. Bros know what that scripture is.
Yeah, and if I may say, the scriptures say we're supposed to obey the laws of the land. You know, if it's not telling us to go off, if we're not going off in the truth, you're supposed to obey the laws. You know, the black identity, they say that we're terrorists and we're breaking their laws. You know, if you're going to be caught by that, you know. So with Sakari saying that we are black identity extremists, is saying that we're lawbreakers, which is completely false.
This is because what we're doing is and it's all spiritual, that we got a freedom of speech, a freedom of religion, you know, in this country. So when they try to do that, then they gonna be hypocrites. They're gonna be found to be hypocrites because we didn't break any law.
Yeah. Right.
You see, which is a part of them attacking the innocent. But if you over here claiming that you black identity terrorists without actually doing your due diligence and looking up that what they claiming you doing, dummy, then they gonna be justified in bringing you down. This is 2 Corinthians 6 verse. I'm gonna start from the top. It says, "We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also that ye receive not the grace of the Most High in vain. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation." Because, hey, we in them last days, man. This is the accepted time where the Lord is going to start to hear us, man. He gave us his truth back.
Yeah.
But he said, be sure that you don't have that grace in vain. And here's the verse 3, here's the point. It says, "Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed."
Yeah.
You know? You ain't supposed to give offense in anything, man. But now, you bring a blame towards the ministry. You know? Because pretty much you just proclaim, I'm a terrorist. Yeah, that's pretty much what you're saying.
Right.
You're not only going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt your congregation, you're going to hurt your family members. It's just not wise, which is why the first scripture, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. You're not being wise nor harmless, saying stupid stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, going back to what Yahweh Shah said, he said, "Ye are made clean," all right? You're made clean through the word. All right, you're making yourself dirty, man. Because what? You're not in the word. You're not putting the word before, you know, what you're teaching, man. All right? Because you will know this. You will know these things. All right? When Esau comes down on us, they're not going to be able to have a truthful accusation that we have committed have broken any laws. Just like Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah didn't break any laws, man. All right? You know, according to Esau, man. All right? According to the Romans, he didn't break any laws.
Yeah.
All right, but he had accusations placed upon him, and he was demonized. All right.
Hey, bro, they had to bring false witnesses.
Yeah.
Which he was vindicated from the Most High. But they brought false witnesses, and Yahweh Shah was innocent. It's gonna be the same with us. They have to bring false witnesses. But him, they got you on tape saying, "I am a black identity extremist." Dummy.
I got one. This is Matthew 7, verse 15. "Be aware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." And that guy Sakari ain't nothing but a ravenous wolf, man. You know, you can see he's all about the money, the fame. You know,
Got the T-shirt line.
Yep, taking these people's minds. That's all he's into, man. You know, into power.
Yeah, because it said, beware. If the scripture's telling you, and the brother, the elder who did that video, you know, he said, those that y'all follow me, you have no business listening to them. The scriptures admonishing you, is telling you to beware of those false prophets, man, that come in sheep clothing. You know, and these sheep clothing he got on, he trying to identify with the worldly jakes, man, calling themselves black. This is what he always been. The dude in the video beside him had a dashiki on, man. You know, so he trying to identify. He's saying the smooth things, you know, because ultimately Jake trying, you know, they feeling some type of way. When the stuff that he's saying, it sound good. Like, yeah, we ain't scared, and that's how Jake be feeling. But that's not what you should be teaching, Jake, because you gonna lead them into doing some dumbass shit, man. You know?
Yeah, can I read more? Verse 16. "Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns and fig thistles? Of figs or thistles? Even so, every good tree beareth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree beareth forth evil fruit."
And guess what? That's known in your conversation, in your conduct, man. The fruit that you bring. All right? That's how we know how to, you know, discern, you know, the righteous and the wicked, man, by their tongue, man. The tongue is a deadly weapon, man. The tongue have power over life and death. That's in the scriptures. The scriptures tell you that, man. All right? So you got to watch what you say, man. Especially when you're going to put it out for the whole world to see. And now you got all of these algorithms and all of these different government agencies watching these videos and stuff like that, man. All right? And they can use your accusation, things that you said, and they can bring you up to councils before men, man. All right?
I got one. This is 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
Yeah, so that's what the scriptures say. But evil men and seducers will wax worse and worse. That's why it's going to be. Sakari's not the only one, all right, that's going to be doing things like this, man. But we're just using him as an example because he put out that video. And other brothers, because we move by the Spirit, man. You know.
If I can say this, because you can see as he's growing more and more, he's going to be one of those guys. The scriptures talk about like he's going to be calling himself Christ. You know, because there's not going to be a lot of hope in the land, so he's going to bring that false hope to the people, and then try to lead them astray.
Yeah, to the ignorant and simple, because he's in a position of power, man.
Yeah.
You know.
He's a Sakari anyway. The Zealots, man.
Yeah.
That makes sense, man. He'd do some shit like that. He'd start to lose faith because obviously he's showing that he don't got the faith in the word.
Yeah.
He try to do it his own way. I wouldn't be surprised in
And
them
he's
days.
winging it, yeah.
He starts saying, see the Savior ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he started doing that.
All right, let me bring this out. This is 1 Peter 4:14. It says 1 Peter 4:14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Yahushua Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters.
Right. And he's claiming to be an evildoer. So when you suffer, you're not suffering. You're not going to be happy because you're not suffering for Yahushua. You're not suffering for righteousness because you're claiming to be an evildoer by claiming to be a black identity extremist. He's saying niggas is scared. That's why we're running from that title. No, we're running from the title because that's not who we are. You know?
Yeah, that's a title set up to categorize, so Esau have a justification to move in on people, man.
Right.
To move in on not only is he coming after Israelite groups, he's coming after all types of groups that's adversarial to his new world order, man.
Exactly.
All right, because that's what it's about. In order to establish a new world order, you can't have activist groups around, all right, talking about what the government is doing, man. All right, and we're at the forefront of that, man, as being Israelites. All right, because here it is, according to our teaching, we can't take the chip. We can't participate in this new world order, else the Lord is going to kill us, man, by taking the chip, man. And we speak out against that, and that's a threat. All right, let me keep on reading. It says, verse 16, it says, yet if any man suffer as a Christian, a follower of Yahushua, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify Yahweh on this behalf. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? Bashim Yahushua, man. All right, so, hey, look, at the end of the day, when judgment starts, it's going to start at the house of Israel, man. All right, and you got people that's not teaching the doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, that's not in the vine of Yahushua, like we read in, that's not of the vine of Yahushua, as we read in John the 15th chapter. All right, so what is the Lord going to do? He's going to purge them off and pluck them because they're not bringing forth the correct fruit. All right.
Yeah, in simple translation, Sakari is going to get destroyed. You know, because he's not following the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He's not doing what he's told. He's going according to his own program.
Yeah, unless the Most High have it, Yahweh have it where he repents.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of pride in him right now, you know, and he's being exalted. He's being lifted up, man, and he's being high-minded, as we can see by the things that's coming out of his mouth. All right.
If I can say this, bros, the brother brought out, you should know them by their fruits. And hey, look who was always telling us to stay away from the term black, because they seen it afar off what the devil was trying to do. You know, they've been telling us, the apostles and elders been telling us not to call ourselves black, man. You know, once we simply looked up what the word meant. You know, but then look at the other camps who was calling themselves black, who was identifying with black, or your boy Sakari, who was getting with the black consciousness movement. You know, so he that's why it says he's a ravenous wolf, man. You know, because he got that little opportunity to where he could try to he looks better in the eyes of the worldly jakes who a leader is. I got a quick scripture. This is Matthew 12 verse 34. It says, "O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh." And that's, hey man, out of that brother was calling you proud. That you saying these things shows that you proud, man. You know, it says, "A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment." Because what he tried to do was he pretty much tried to defame us. Trying to say the same ones who hate rape, the same ones who speak up against rape is scared to be called a black identity extremist. No, we're not scared. We want to suffer for the name of Yahweh Shah, not for the name of black identity extremists, which is the Esau, is the wicked's plans, man. He wants us to suffer for something that ain't the Lord told us not to suffer for.
Yeah, calling yourself a black identity extremist, you're lumping yourself in with the Black Panther group, all of these other groups financed by George Soros. All right, these people that are ignorant to Esau's agenda and they going willy-nilly, all right, and they're protesting and they don't even know what they're doing, man. All right.
Yeah, it says verse 37. It says, "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." You know, and the brother was saying, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Yeah. You know, with the things that you speak, it's gonna bring forth a consequence, man. You know.
Hey, go back to John 15. Where we left off? I think we left off you started 3 again, I guess.
John 15, verse 3 says, "Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me.
Keep on going.
I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing."
Yeah, see, without Yahweh Shah, we can do nothing, man. All right, that's why we gotta stay in Yahweh Shah, man. All right, we gotta prophesy. Hey, Yahweh Shah is the spirit of prophecy, man. The main thing that brought you into this truth, knowing that you were Israelite, is the prophecies, man.
I know, I'm good. I'm trying to get over. I'm good.
You keep straight to it, make a left with the light.
Read it again. We'll read John 15, verse 5. "I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered. And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned."
Yeah, see. So, and by the works, and we just using Sakari as an example, man. He's at risk of those being that branch, all right, being cast into the fire, man. All right, by those works, man. Yeah, sure, you say you Israel, and a lot of people say that they're Israel, but are you actually in Yahweh Shah, man? Are you actually of that vine? All right.
Yeah, is that spirit actually resting in you? You know?
Yep. Verse 7 says, "If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you."
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny. He said, "If my words abide in you," because the words is the this exact word, this doctrine ain't abiding in him. It says, well, it says, okay, it says, ye shall ask what ye will. And he pretty much asking, he asking for them to call him that. You know what I'm saying? But as us, we asking what we will to the Lord. And it says, and it shall be done unto you. So what we asking, hey, our name to be called praise, our names is going to be praised in the earth. He asking to be called a black Hebrew identity extremist, whatever you want to call him. He going to get his reward for that. And we going to get our reward for what we want to be, man. It says, herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. Because that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to bear fruit, man.
Yeah, we supposed to teach this word and gather the elect. Do this word. Do just the teaching of this word alone, man. Pushing this word, man. All right, that's how you gain fruit. Do the word. All right. By pushing out this word. Okay. There's still some more in 15, or y'all got some other precepts.
I got something real quick. Colossians 1 verse 9. It says, for this, because we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you, and desire that ye may be filled with the knowledge of his will, in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, that ye might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of the Most High. That's the other fruits, man. You know? That we be fruitful in the spirit. We be fruitful and get those spiritual fruits, man. Which we gonna need in them days to come. You gonna need that to the scripture say wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. You gonna need those fruits to be stable in those days, man. You know? So, and that's how the Lord is glorified, man. That we gonna be standing in those days spiritual, you know, beings with faith. We don't know what this is, man. You know, that's uncharacteristic of what you should be doing, walking a worthy walk, man. You know.
I got some. This is Sirach 15:16. It says, he hath set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt. Before man is life and death, and whether him liketh shall be given him. For the wisdom of the Lord is great, and he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things. And his eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of man. So the Lord knoweth every work of man. Like we was watching the video, the brother said, you know, we don't know if Sakari sold out, but hey, the Most High know, man. The Heavenly Father know, and by the works of Sakari and these other groups, and because like I said, it's not just about Sakari, man. It's other guys out here like him that teach Israel, all right? And they teach them they teach Israel for their own belly, man, for their own belly's sake, man. All right, they turn this thing into an avenue to make money. All right, just like the Black Consciousness community does, man. They sell merchandise and all types of stuff, man. And they was doing this thousands of years ago too, man. So like the scriptures say, there's nothing new under the sun, man. But we see it, man. We see it. All right, you didn't took the simplicity of the scriptures, all right, and you turned it into something else that it wasn't meant to be, man. All right. Got some more.
This is Titus 1 verse 12. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the centurion are always liars, evil beasts. It's like that's not it.
What you was?
But it's the same thing though. The Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies, man. One of themselves, a prophet of their own, man.
Trying to fulfill their own will.
Sounds like that guy to me. You still want to, what's it called? John 15?
Yeah, go back to John 15. Go back to John 15.
We stopped at verse 8, so I can read verse 9. It's John 15, verse 9. As the Father have loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love.
Yeah. Passing the knowledge, man. You know, pushing his word. You know.
says, if ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love.
Go ahead.
These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full.
Go ahead.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Yeah, well, when time is going to tell, man, like these self-proclaimed, these guys that have been rose up, all right, they're going to put their life down for their brothers, man, their congregation. You know, do they have that love in them? You know, keep going.
It says, ye, verse 14, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you.
Yeah, that's beautiful, because you know the Lord made known everything to us, man. Everything to look forward to, man. Even the persecution that we're gonna have to go through. All right, Yahweh Shah laid everything down for us, man, to let us know, man.
Oh, I got something. It's John 10 verse 11. It says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
Yeah.
But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. So let's see if that's gonna happen, man. You know, because these sheep, the sheep, they don't belong to you, man. If you if you are a hireling, man, you gonna see the wolf coming. What you see, we see it with that black identity thing. You know,
You're gonna open up the door.
yeah.
You're gonna open up the door. Open up the door. That's what. Can you get?
wolf gonna come and catch them, man?
Can you get me? What is it? Isaiah 65. It's 65 and 65. It says, I'll get it. I'll get it.
I don't know how it go.
It says ye prepare the table for the truth. 66. Their delusions. Give me 1 second. You can speak for a second if you want. But,
Yeah. Good. Nah, but they was pretty much just saying, man. Let's see if you are going to let the wolf catch the sheep, and see if you gonna still be there, man.
yeah, this is
know?
Isaiah 65 and 11. It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. All right, see, you got guys out here, they call themselves Israelites, but they preparing the table for Esau, man. For that truth by their actions, by their doings, not preparing the flock, all right, for what's to come, man. Not telling them that everything that's supposed to be told unto them. Here it is, we have Yahweh Shah, right? Yahweh Shah laid everything out for us, man. You got Israelite leaders in Israel that call themselves leaders of men, and they're not preparing their men for what's to come. All right, but they're actually preparing the table, man. All right, so that Esau can come in and kill, man, and lay railing accusations upon the children of Israel, man. And it's a damn shame, because a lot of people going to fall into that category, man. All right, a lot of people going to follow these leaders that claim to be Israel, that are nothing but hirelings. All right, and they're gonna suffer for that, man. But if they fall into that, then that's of them. That's of the Heavenly Father for them to fall into it. Because you do have the Lord's servants, the true servants, the prophets, actually out here warning that's going to take place, man.
I got it. This is 2 Peter 2, verse 1. Be therefore, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bringing upon themselves swift destruction. Too many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of the truth shall be speaking evil of, and through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you.
Yeah, and this is happening right now. You got to read that again, because I mean we're actually seeing this right before our eyes taking place. All right.
2 Peter 2:2, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be speaking evil of.
Yeah, they speak evil of this truth. All right. You got a lot of, like, just like he tried to bring that accusation up of we teach rape, but we're scared to be called black identity extremists. All right, the rape doctrine. All right, which that's part of the scriptures. That's in the scriptures. All right, we're seen as being evil for teaching that. Yet you got other people that want to follow after these other Israelite groups. All right, after these other Israelite groups that are not teaching the truth, the whole truth, man. But that doctrine that we were speaking of the rape, that's part of the scriptures, man.
Yep.
I don't want to follow them GMS guys. They don't have the truth because they teach rape. But you following after a guy that says it's okay to pop your woman in the butt, man.
Right.
You know.
Verse 2, 2 Peter 2:2, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil. I'm gonna read it again. By reason whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of, and through covetousness shall their figured words make merchandise of you. So I'll read it again. Verse 3, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not.
Yeah, the Most High is long suffering. They haven't been judged for what they're doing. All right, but their judgment's coming, man. You know.
And that damnation stumbleth not. For the Most High, for if the Most High spread not the angels that sin, I'm gonna read it again. It said spared. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sin, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment. Yeah, but that was the point, you know. It's just this guy, man. He's speaking all this bull crap, you know, and people are following his pernicious ways, man. You know, and it's only leading to his destruction.
Yeah, the Lord reserved those men to judgment, man.
Yep.
To the specific day of judgment, man. You know, and that's a fearful thing, man. Because here it is, you're doing wickedly, and you're using the scriptures, all right, and you haven't been judged yet. But the Lord is reserving you to the right time, the right moment to destroy you, man. And it's going to be a destruction without remedy. All right? You know, with that, you know, any last words? I got any last thing to say? You know, with that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you other brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity. All right? Shalom.
Shalom.